Hello, my name is Father Howard Giles at Jesus the Good Shepherd Anglican Church in Henderson, Nevada. Today is Saturday, June the 15th, 2019, and I'm here with Mary Giles and Sandra Simon, and we're talking about Acts with the Diocese of San Joaquin. So, what does ACTS stand for?
Anglican Catechist Training School.
Okay, and so what is that? What is it you're studying?
We're studying to be able to teach people the catechism of the Anglican Church.
Okay.
So, learning that actual catechism and also a lot of theology that we have learned with that that supports the catechism.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Very good. So you're studying to learn how to lead a catechism, how to walk people through the catechism.
And more than that, it's about how to be a competent lay minister, how to minister in the Anglican community.
Oh, okay. So when you say minister, what do you mean? Like what kind of lay ministry?
Well, we learned how to mentor people and disciple them. That was the main focus of the class. We also learned how to answer theological questions and develop our own catechism.
Wow, that's pretty fantastic. So not the catechism, but how to develop like a class.
The class.
Right.
Yes.
Planning lesson plans, extracurricular material.
And who do we want to present it to? So we had to choose who our audience was going to be, our audience, or who we would be teaching, and so we had to then come up with the plan of how we would do the class, how we would present that, because there's such a variety of people that we have in our churches to kind of tailor our teaching to who it is we're going to be teaching.
And even outside of the church, right? How
Right.
would you teach to somebody that had never been in the church?
So yes, because we do people that don't know the Lord, so we're starting, with that, the basics of learning to know the Lord and who He is, and have Him in your life, and really understanding God and the Trinity, and just walking through all of that basic information of having a relationship with the Lord.
Very good, very good. So how to teach the catechism, or how to instruct people and the basics of the faith, whether they've never been in the church or whether they've been in the church for a long time, or different ages, or
Or sometimes we'll have, when I did mine, I geared it toward people who were being new to being Anglicans, because I myself was new to becoming an Anglican, and I could really identify with coming from other perspectives. And then so I geared mine toward that, toward people that would be, coming new to becoming Anglicans. So maybe they already had a relationship with the Lord, but then how do we as Anglicans look at that? How do we carry that out? What do we do in our worship? So kind of, getting them familiar with being an Anglican as well is renewing.
Just our practice of faith and how it is that we participate. Very good, very good. So here we are in Henderson, Nevada, several hundred miles from the nearest Anglican church, and the course was taking place in Fresno.
Yes,
It was
in Fresno.
being taught at the diocesan office.
And so how were you all able to participate, since we're 500 miles from Fresno?
Well,
It wasn't easy.
we went to the first class because we actually wanted to be there. We wanted to meet the instructors. We wanted to meet the other people in the class. So we went there that first time, and then we did classes by Zoom, so that we participated by Zoom. But Mary and I both really preferred being able to go, so we did that as much as we could. We went to convention. It coincided with the class, so we did both.
Great.
So we were able to do both then, and then we just recently went to our last final class and went up there, and so we could be there with everybody that that we had gone through the class with.
When did it start?
It started actually about now. We sent in our first preliminary application forms.
Last year.
Yeah.
So about this time last year you applied, but then when was the first class? Was it in the fall?
September.
It was in September, but we
Okay.
actually had readings that we started in August.
So August of 2018, and now
Right.
here we are in June of 2019. So it really followed kind of a classic school calendar year.
Right, except we're not finished yet.
Oh, okay.
We still have one more test to take,
Okay.
and assuming that we pass that test, then we'll finally get our final acceptance. So we have one more meeting with our mentor, and then we have our final test, and then it'll be in July when we actually get
Our license.
yeah.
That's
we can be
fantastic.
licensed.
And so you'll be licensed as lay catechists,
Yes.
and your deacon is the one that's been walking with you through this and has been,
Yes.
overseeing your testing and being your kind of local mentor and liaison with the instructors, and then you get commissioned here in the parish to be lay
Right.
catechists.
Well, and it's more than just in our parish. We'll
Oh.
actually be licensed so that we can go to other parishes.
Oh, very
And
good.
they kind of said that one of their ideas was to have like a group of us go to a church and maybe do a weekend teaching so that we could go to other churches. So that's why we have to be licensed. We have to be background checked. We have to pass all of that before we can go out and go to other parishes
and minister in other places. So you've had the background check, you've had the instruction,
Right.
you've had that work with your local clergy, with the instructors.
And the nice part is there's different levels. You don't have to take the tests and get licensed in the diocese. If you feel like you don't want to travel, you don't want to go other places, you can just get licensed as a parish catechist. You just have to pass all of your work. And then there's also the third level, which is the second year of training to become a lay minister, a traveling lay minister, and even a lay preacher.
Right.
Wow.
And we have our two instructors. I do have to say, Beth and Anthony they were just great, and they're taking their own personal time, unpaid time, to teach us this. And I just I thank them for their willingness to serve the Lord in this way.
Absolutely. What a wonderful ministry for our whole diocese and for the Anglican Church. A real blessing. And you all are a blessing to us. Thank you so much for spending all this time and working so hard to minister as Jesus the Good Shepherd. You're a blessing to us and the community, and I look forward to us hearing more about it and hearing how you all put it into practice. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.